Black people can't be racist. The title lured you in, didn't it? No, I haven't gone crazy, and I don't agree with the idea that blacks can't be racist either. However, it's been made apparent to me that a lot of people think that black people who hate or dislike white people are racist. While this could be true, I'm likely to believe that it isn't, for most of them anyway. You're probably asking why, right? Here's the reason I believe that they probably aren't racist and instead are simply filled with hatred towards whites. The main reason is that I truly believe that many of these particular black people have serious inferiority complexes. The definition of racism requires that someone feels superior to a race outside of their own. Racism isn't even about hatred at all. It's about feeling superior to another race. Most of these black people that you see spewing hate still think that white people have something over them in terms of wealth, health, education, etc. They also believe that the manner in which white people acquired these things is due to whites and their superior ability to overcome black people by way of force. Don't believe that? So why are so many whites known to many of these folks as colonizers? How exactly do some black people expect that those colonizers gain power? For a minority group to show up on the foreign shores of Africa and to colonize it, would they not have had to have some sort of superior abilities to do so? So how else can you see a group of colonizers other than as a group that is superior in some regard? Either way you slice it, if you think that a small group of whites are able to overcome black people on their own land, you in some way, shape, or form think that they are superior in that regard. If they have the power to prevent huge portions of the black community from being successful, then you have to believe that they are in some way superior to you. And so you seek whites to make changes rather than taking power into your own hands. The folks with these inferiority complexes seek to have whites give them opportunities, wealth, and status in the world. Without whites making changes or offering to redistribute their own wealth, these things will not get done, and blacks will stay in stagnated positions, unable to climb the ladder of success on their own merit. So it's my opinion that these blacks who hate white people so much are usually upset that they aren't doing as well as the white people they see on TV and in corporate America. This angers them to the point of being furious. These individuals don't understand how to compete, so they bring themselves to hate on whites who they believe all have the privilege of being able to compete by default because of their whiteness. It's as I've stated before, hatred is not required to be a racist. You can effectively love a race of people and be super nice to them and still be a racist. All it takes is for you to believe that your own race is superior to theirs. But that's not what these particular black people believe. It's obvious that they don't believe that they are superior to whites. I know this is probably an unpopular opinion, but every time I see a black person who uses hateful language towards whites, it's always about what whites have and what blacks do not. Or it's how whites came to outdo blacks and oppress them, which would have to mean that they did so making use of their intellect and strategies. No, this is not a popular opinion, I know, but it doesn't have to be. I believe it to be factual. You cannot embrace decades of victimhood without also embracing the belief that your victimizer is in some way superior to you. But there is indeed hope to end these inferiority complexes. The truth of the matter is that when you start to look at yourself as an individual first, rather than seeing yourself as a member of a certain race first, then it becomes clear that individuals all have advantages and some disadvantages. Pay close attention to what your own personal strengths and weaknesses are and learn to navigate the world according to who you are and not according to who you think your race is or is supposed to be. Focus on yourself and help to strengthen your race by being the best you can possibly be as an individual first. Know that regardless of what others are doing, you are strong enough to do well for yourself. No one race is superior when comparing individual to individual. There is power in individuality. Take your power back and stop thinking like a powerless victim trapped within the confinement of the box that race puts you in. I'm Chi Brown. for Considered Culture. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and comment. And I'm out.
No more Yaza Baza.